Hello, and finally, welcome back to the channel. I know it has been a really long time, and again, I can only apologise for that. I think the main reason is that I completely overcooked myself doing Vlogmas every day. But I've done it now. I don't think I'll ever do it again. Obviously I'll do something similar, or if I ever do it again, I will definitely get more pre-filmed, because it was a bit much, like filming and turning around videos every day. Obviously a lot of the first few were pre-filmed, but it got to a point where I was filming a video in the day, editing it that day and uploading it, and it was just a bit much, especially like we're busy enough around Christmas time. So yeah, it was a lot. I've also lost my, what they call them, dead cats, like the little microphone muff off my camera. Well, I haven't lost it, I broke it. I have got another one on the way, but sorry if the sound isn't quite as good. Hopefully for next video I will have a new one. But yeah, so I'm here with loads of updates. Again, I haven't really filmed because we've been really busy. I'll explain why in a minute. I also haven't had Pixie in work. I'll talk to you about her in a bit, but Pixie's not in work. Portia's only just come back into work. She's over there. And it has just been Bond in work most of winter. Portia had most of winter off because she was in the barn with Kira, and I couldn't be taking a horse away from Kira every day because she would have gone absolutely mental. But now she's in the end stable over here, so she's back in work. Phoenix is obviously in work, and there's another, I'll talk to you about her as well, and then just Bond, and then Kira's obviously out of work completely. Pixie needs to come back into work now, but I'll talk to you about that, and hopefully it won't be long till I'm starting Paprika, which is exciting. But anyway, so yeah, lots of updates. But the main one is, if you don't know, the past year probably, we've been planning on moving. We moved for a bit to a different yard, which you will have seen if you watched some of my videos last sort of spring, summertime. We were there for a couple of months and it was really nice. We had an arena, we had plenty of grass, we had 8 stables. It was perfect, but last minute that all fell through. So we kind of regret moving on before it had all completed. So yeah, we ended up back at home with 10 horses, which at home we don't really have the room for 10 horses, so we have struggled on all winter. We've had to have 3 out permanently through winter. We ended up having to hard stand an area and just get bales of hay delivered like once a week. So yeah, that was horrible, trudging around with them all the time. And then Paprika got mud fever, so she had to come in, and I think Portia went out for a bit. And then the foals, we ended up splitting the barn in half. We had the foals at the back, Kira at the front, Pixie in the stable over the road, and then Portia came over here. So yeah, it was all over the place. We were spending most of our time just looking after the horses because we had too many for the amount of space we had. But anyway, we're now out the other end, not out the other end of winter because we apparently cannot escape the rain. But we have got these 3 at home, and then the 2 foals are in the field. I'll show you some little clips of them if I've got any. But yeah, they're happy now. They've been turned away. They had to be in the barn for quite a while, just going out every like of the day. But the barn was quite big, so they still could like have a little run around in the barn. So yeah, and then so they've been turned away and they're very happy. But we have finally bought a place. It has gone through. There is no way that it cannot happen now, and 5 horses have been moved up there and turned away for grass. So up there, I am going to take you up there in a bit, but up there we've got Paprika, Megan, Woo. So Woo and Megan are the brood mares. I'm going to do an update on them because there's quite a lot to say, but yeah, Woo especially is looking very fat, and I don't think it's going to be very long until she falls down. She's actually due in about 2 weeks, so that is mega exciting. So yeah, we've got them 3 up there, and then Pixie and Kira, because Pixie, I will update you when I'm up there, but we've had a problem with her. So yeah, them 5 are up there, and then 3 in and 2 out in the field. So yeah, we're a bit half and half at the moment, but it won't be long now until they can all go up. They're going to live out 24/7, which, especially for these guys, which have had to be in quite a lot this winter, to be fair, is going to be really nice for them. And I mean, there's nothing wrong with horses living out. I'm sure a lot of people would say they'd rather their horses live out. So yeah, I'm really excited, especially Bond, although Bond is very naughty with fencing, so we've got to wait till we've got some proper fencing in for him to go up, because otherwise he will jump out, trash the whole lot, and all 10 horses will end up in together and it'll be a disaster. So we're just waiting on some good fencing to go in and the grounds dry up a little bit until these guys move up, because I want to be able to ride on the grass. Otherwise we're going to have issues of going to higher menages every day, or like most days, and it's a lot of money and time, and I don't really want to be doing that. So we're making the most of still being at home, still being able to hack out and use the arena that's over the road while we can, but it shouldn't be long now until we move them all up, which is really exciting. So yeah, I've also got a big update about Phoenix, which you will know if you follow my Instagram, because I have actually posted about it. If you want to follow my Instagram, because that is where all the more, well, the updates are probably out sooner and a bit more day to day. What are you doing? That is tarabrowneventing. But yes, I didn't trust you for my... Oh, why so grumpy? Why so grumpy? But yeah, so Phoenix, my mum has been doing some half marathons, which is really cool. She's really enjoying her running at the moment. So I randomly took a lesson on Phoenix when my mum was feeling a bit achy after a half marathon she'd done. And we jumped around a course of like 110, 115, and she jumped absolutely mega and like felt like she was having the best time. And I haven't really jumped her properly since we have sorted out her feet, because if you don't know, she had loads of issues with her feet. I don't really want to slate the old farrier too much, but we've got a new farrier and he has been really good. Her feet are looking at the best they have looked in a very long time. I just don't trust her for biting me. But yeah, she was feeling absolutely mega. And then we decided that she's 15 this year, so there's not many more years I'm going to be able to do it, that I would give it one last go at eventing her. So we've actually entered a 100 in be 2 weeks' time, I think. Just under, maybe. But yeah, we've entered a 100 at Elland, and we have been training away. I've been taking her to the gallops. We've been show jumping. I need to get her out show jumping again before we go eventing, because she was quite spooky. You were a bit naughty, weren't you? And I could do getting you cross country schooling, although I don't think it's the end of the world if I don't get you cross country schooling, because nowhere's open on grass because it's so horrible and wet. But yes, I'm eventing Phoenix again this year. Obviously, we'll see how it goes. If it doesn't go well, it's no issue. She can go back to my mum, and my mum can carry on doing 90s and 100s with her. But we thought, before she gets too old and we lose the opportunity, we would definitely give it one last shot. And my mum is obviously busy doing her running. She's excited to watch me and Phoenix event again, and she also, like, she's having a bit of a play on Portia at the moment. Portia's also got a bit of a temporary injury. Literally, she's only going to have a couple of days off, hopefully, fingers crossed. I don't know how she managed it. I would show you guys the video, but I don't think my mum will want me to. But she literally, my mum got on her, and we can't work out what happened, but she went backwards at speed and ended up falling over and just caught her armpit. So she's got a bit of a gunky cut under her armpit. It's not that bad, but we thought we'd give her a few days off and let it heal just in case. So, sorry, the dog is in the boot. I don't know what he's doing, he's jumping around. But yeah, so my mum's going to have some fun on her. I'll obviously still do a bit with her as well. But yeah, so it's all worked out quite well. She will need to be sold eventually, but for now, we're quite happy. So yeah, that is everything at home, I think. So I will take you up to the new house and we'll go and see the other guys. Right, so we're now at the new place. Don't know if I'll really be able to show you the horses because it is right at the top of the hill. And we've got some kind of like windstorm at the moment, so it's really windy, and because the new house is at the top of the hill, we get it 10 times worse. I mean, my hands are disgusting. Just had to repoultice Woo. She's got an abscess in her foot, which is obviously not ideal with her being heavily pregnant because we can't give her any bute or anything to make her feel better. So we're just having to repoultice it every other day. She's not great to do. She's been a broodmare all her life, so she's not particularly been overly handled. So picking up her feet and trying to poultice her is not the most fun task. But anyway, she's sorted. I will try and show you, but you don't hear me at all. So we've got, that's Kira directly behind me, that's Pixie. Kira and Pixie are in the same field, and then 3 little dots at the top, them 3, is Megan. They're all in together at the moment. You can't tell, I'm actually currently in some kind of building. So we bought the place, it's obviously got the house, my parents are going to live here. But apart from that, it was literally just a field. So it is a huge field that goes over the brow of that little hill, down, the fence line's right over there, and then it goes over this brow of the hill again, and quite a bit further, and there's a fence line in the field. It's about 13 acres. We have like negotiated for some more, but we're currently not sure at the moment. But anyway, 13 acres is plenty for what we've got. So it was currently just a big field. So obviously our plans are to put stables and an arena on it. But we've got to go through the whole process of planning permission and obviously building it and stuff. So for now, this is going to be for Woo foaling down first. But we've bought like a field shelter. So it's a double field shelter. And then obviously farrier visits, vet visits, anything like that, we're going to need some kind of building. So this is our temporary base. It's not got anything in it at the minute. We're waiting for the ground to dry up a bit, put a little bit of hardcore down, and then we've got, well, there's some in, but they're not staying there, rubber mats to put down on it. But yeah, not quite yet. And we're going to put gates on the front as well, so we can just be in here for when she's ready to foal. And then I think eventually this can be Kira and Megan's like winter place, because neither of them stable very well, but Kira is fine in like an open barn kind of thing. I don't know what Megan will be like, but like if worse comes to worse, we could put a bit of hardcore out the front and they can have little pens and these barns, and we're going to put a partition down the middle eventually. But yeah, so this is here. I will show you it in a second, and then updates. I wish I could go out and show you them and talk about them, but Kira's obviously, she is, well, I'm going to do a separate video on Kira, but there are some big plans coming with Kira, not ridden wise, but yeah, so I will do a whole video on Kira. And then Pixie Pony, so as I've said, she has been out of work. I will insert some pictures, some of them are a bit bloody, so graphic warning, they're not awful, but if you don't want to see blood, then I would look away. I'll put a warning on the screen in a minute, but she basically cut herself in the barn ages and ages ago, probably about 2 or 3 months ago now, and it was the tiniest cut, but obviously with her being in the barn, we didn't want her getting mud in it or crap in it, so we brought it back home, cleaned it, bandaged it for a few days. It healed really well, and then took the bandage off a couple of days later and it had like massively overhealed, so she had loads of proud flesh. And then so we got the vet out and they took the proud flesh off, and then they came out every 4 days from then on to bandage change it and take the proud flesh back. And it just ended up going on and on and on. So we did about a month of having the vet out every 4 days, and then just decided like money wise it's just getting a bit ridiculous, and it was never healing because it kept they obviously kept scraping it back and scraping it back. So then we were like, you know what, we will take the bandage off, because she had all cuts down the back of her leg, bandage sores, because she'd been bandaged for so long. And we turned her away. Obviously it wasn't that wet, this wet. When we first put them out, it was fresh grass that had no mark on it, like all of this. And it is healed now completely. She's just got, I don't know if it will scar, but at the moment it's like not scabbed, but like, do you know what I mean? Like, there's no hair on it, it's a bit like scabby skin. But it is completely healed. So she will come back into work as soon as I've got everyone else up here and the land is dry enough to ride on. I don't really want to be having one to ride here and then like 3 to ride at home, because I don't want to be here, there and everywhere with work and everything. Like, it's a bit of a pain. So yeah, that is Pixie, and then there's not really much to say about the top 3. I'm going to do a separate video on the broodmares, because there's quite a lot to tell you. And Paprika is just living her best life, although she is a little bit on the skinny side. She's been a lot better since she's come here, but I found at home she just doesn't really eat. Like, she's not overly interested in food, she doesn't really like hard feed. So I'm going to have to do something about her, but I think the best thing for her at the moment is to be turned out on some good grass, which is what she is. So yeah, but yeah, that is pretty much everything. I'll show you the field shelter and stuff, but yeah. Right, okay, so I'm now back in my car. If you can't tell, it's a different day. As you all know, I am incapable of filming outros on the same day I film the videos. But that is all the updates I think I have for you. I'm going to do a separate one on the broodmares and Kira. There's something coming with Kira. Yeah, and then hopefully it won't be long till Pixie's back in work, which is exciting. I am filming this a few days later, and all the upcoming events that we had planned have been cancelled. So we need to find a plan B, because I'm sure everyone is in the same boat with your event. Everything is just not really going to plan so far this year. So yeah, I need to find a plan B, see what we're doing, because yeah, the weather is just not playing ball. Although the day I'm filming this, it is lovely and sunny right now. I'm still quite cold, but yeah, hopefully it'll start to dry up soon so we can actually get out and play some ponies. But anyway, that is everything I think I need to say for now. I have got my next video filmed and edited, so there is definitely another one on the way. I'm taking Bond for some show jumping later on this week, so I'll film that, and I've got quite a few upcoming videos coming, and I really don't think it'll be long now until Woo Woo has her foal, so that's really exciting. So we will see. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Please let me know any video ideas below, because that is also helpful and keeps me motivated to put videos out for you guys. So yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.